Okay, so welcome everyone to our second NAFTA Skype call, and we're working on getting folks from the three countries. Hopefully we can get Sofia on, so we would have Mexico and Canada and San Diego folks. Maybe what we can do is just start by going around the room and have everyone introduce themselves, who's on the call. Yvonne, would you like to start? And maybe you can yell, Yvonne, so we can hear you.
Okay, I'm Yvonne from Mexico. I'm 51 years old.
I'm not sure if we can hear you, actually, Yvonne. Can people hear Yvonne?
No, I can't hear her.
No, unfortunately, I think you're going to have to introduce yourself through chat, Yvonne. We cannot hear the words. Do you mind introducing yourself, just writing out a little bit? I'm sorry. That seems to be the best option.
Okay, so I'm James, and before I introduce myself, I will relay what Yvonne is writing. Okay, so Yvonne is from Querétaro in Mexico. She is 21, and she is part of the program in Mexico. She's already made a lot of contacts over there as well. She was born in Guadalajara, so obviously she speaks Spanish fluently, and she is doing Yvonne, sorry, are you doing an MBA? It's a business degree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And obviously she's very interested in learning more about North American competitiveness, the NAFTA context.
Can I jump in and just say a few words about Yvonne? First of all, Yvonne is a scholarship. The reason she's participating in this program is because she received a scholarship to do study abroad in San Diego. And I visited the Querétaro campus 2 years ago to work on a grant, and I know some of her professors like Luz Helen, and they contacted me and said, we have this excellent student, can you host her in the San Diego campus? And what happened was we had the NAFTA program, so it was a perfect fit. And I just do want to really praise Yvonne because she's been so proactive in working with me to make sure she could be part of this program. And not only that, she has linked us up with Bombardier and Copert, so two of the companies that we'll be doing consulting for through her initiative and energy. So major kudos, Yvonne, for your proactive approach. And as soon as I got to know you, I could see why you got the scholarship, because you're really a very proactive person. So.
Well, I know she's already written thank you, Louise. So.
Oh,
okay.
Looking at the chat. Okay, great. So let's keep going. James, did you introduce yourself, or do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, just briefly again. So my name is James. I'm originally from the UK. I'm studying in on the San Diego campus of Alliant International University, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to working on the NAFTA program. I'm also the teaching assistant for this program, doing a lot of the social networking aspects for it, and together with Sophia May, I will be working to make sure the week in San Diego is as full and enlightening as possible.
And I also want to say major kudos to James. We've been working on this and talking about this since I taught him last September, and especially this summer and fall. And he's just really been a leader in terms of getting us organized with the social media. which this Skype call is just one piece of it. As you'll see, we'll have a whole strategy with the wikis and the blogs and the video blogs, and we're just going to kick this up to a whole higher level in terms of our visibility of what we're doing in the second year of the NAFTA program. So. Okay, who would like to go next?
How about
My
Sophia?
name is Sophia May,
Yep.
and I am with the San Diego campus. I'm originally from Cameroon, and very much interested in the NAFTA program. Coming from a different country, different culture, where the business is done differently, I am very much excited and looking forward to seeing how business is done in North America, the NAFTA context. And as James said, we'll be working together on the San Diego presentation and actually the entire program and coordinating it.
Okay.
Great. Also very grateful for Sophia's help and her initiative and going out to the business community and working with James, and also recruiting other students. So Sophia May, I'm really very grateful for that.
Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Kelly, we also have Sophie-Anne with us as well. So, Sophie-Anne,
Oh,
welcome.
wonderful.
Hello guys,
Sophia-Anne.
hi. Bienvenue, merci Kelly. Good morning guys, I'm Sofiane from Montreal, actually studying at the University of Quebec in Montreal for an executive MBA and an operation manager for DJX company. I have a long experience in operation, especially in retail, and finishing soon MBA, which has been an awesome experience. Met a lot of people with different backgrounds and different experiences. So I'm very excited to join the group and willing to learn a lot from everyone here.
Wonderful, Sofiane. Welcome. Sofiane, were you able to hear the other introductions? Have you been with us for a while?
Yeah, actually I missed the 2 first minutes, but I'm okay. I listened to Yvonne and May and James too, so I guess I got almost everything.
Oh, great. And Sofiane, I don't know if it was mentioned to you, but I'm actually a Montrealer. I did my doctorate actually at Concordia, but it was a joint program with UQAM and HEC and McGill.
Wow.
So, I'm
That's
delighted to
That's
be bringing my
interesting.
students to hometown.
So every time now I have a question in French, I'll ask you, since you're a Montrealer.
Oui, il faut parler un petit français. I think Sophia May also speaks French. She's from
Yes, I
Cameroon.
do. Yes,
Ah,
I
c'est
do.
excellent, c'est extraordinaire. On a 2 personnes qui parlent français, donc c'est excellent.
Salut.
Bon, c'est très bon. So everybody else has to work on your phrases for our trip to Montreal. So,
Right, yeah.
It's a tough accent, that's what I have to say. Is there anyone else on the call that we didn't get to, or is that our round robin?
This is it. This is it for now.
Okay, so let me say a few words, and I will be available for questions, but I do also have to participate in another meeting, and but that'll be fine. You can keep talking among yourselves. The main point right now is for you folks to what we call, form your teams and do a little bit of storming, forming, norming, and get organized with your teams. I believe there's one other Montrealer, Mazou. I don't know if Sofiane knows anything about Mazou, or so there should be one other Montreal student coming online. We're hoping to get a couple of more students from Mexico, from UDLA, Universidad de las Americas in Puebla. So what we're going to do, what I suggest is you form your teams as multiculturally diverse as you can, because that's part of the learning in this course, and try to figure out which company you would like to work with. We have Bombardier, or Bombardier, we may as well say in French, Bombardier, and we have Walmart Mexico, and Copert, which is a medium-sized agricultural company in Mexico. So, that would be a first step. I'm probably going to suggest Yvonne in Querétaro be the team leader, at least for the time being, for the Bombardier project, because she's right there. Well, we could do it remotely as well. And with Bombardier, we're in the process of drawing up the legal agreement with them. So we're probably going to have to hold off on, initiating the dialogue as far as, diagnosing what situation they want you to work on until we get the legal document signed with Bombardier. So, but Copert is ready to go, and Walmart should be ready to go as well. So that'll take a little bit of discussion among yourselves, and I don't necessarily have to lead that discussion. And in fact, I won't be. So I can leave you folks to it, but I'll be here for questions. The other piece is the course syllabus. There's going to be you already have the syllabus. There's also a Skype recording where I explain the syllabus from last week. And I guess the 10 words or less version of this syllabus, which you can read over, is we're focusing on business development skills in this first course. And so your job in terms of the deliverable of the course is basically to have a defined project that you're going to work on, which means that you've got a commitment from the top management team to work with you, you've defined the project, you've got feedback from the managers to make sure that you're on track, and you're ready to go to start to do the research and start to solve some problems for them. The idea of the project is it should be a new venture for the company in the context, a NAFTA context. So for example, Copert, one of the projects we discussed was their plan to export bumblebees to Canada and the U.S. because their products are a lot of insects and things that they sell to farmers to use as natural insecticides and pesticides. So the output of the course is for you to have a defined project. And when I say defined, I want you to write that up, create some PowerPoint that really makes it clear what it is you're doing. And that takes time. And that takes some conversations, and it takes some organization. As we go along, you will be expected to post your work on a weekly basis on the wiki. So again, look at the syllabus, but what we expect on the wiki is some information about your team, storming, norming, and forming with the team, so that you get some ground rules of how you're going to operate as the team. You're a virtual team at this moment until you all meet. So that makes, you got to get the etiquette, you got to get how you're going to meet, how you're going to manage things. And then also start your contact with the company. So we would like you to post, and James can explain about the wiki, post on a weekly basis your progress with the company, and also your team issues, how you're forming the team. Okay? So that's the basics of this particular course. I don't know if there's questions or if you want to talk more among yourselves in terms of looking at forming the teams.
Okay, is this a good time for me to jump in, Dr. Kelly?
Sure, go ahead. Please do.
Okay, so first of all, just to say that Sophia May and I had a conversation about the different projects that we'd like to work on, and obviously we know that Yvonne is in charge of the Bombardier project. So it was Walmart Mexico and Copert. So Sophia May. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of background noise here. Sorry. Sophia May wanted to work with the Copert project. So that's fine by me, and so I'll be the Walmart Mexico project person, and then obviously if anyone wants to join my team, that would be great. If they have a strong preference for working with Copert, then that's great too.